welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are currently in the year 1405 and this is part A, and we are in the Barnett residence. The reason we are currently in the Barnett residence is because we are here with this little cutie, and this is Greta Barnett, and she is about to age up into a child. We are going to be rolling to see if she is able to make it successfully into her child years, and we're going to find out if she is able to continue on in her story, and hopefully she will be able to do that. Look how precious she is. She is actually quite stunning, even just as a toddler. I think she's going to be a lovely child, and she's going to continue to age up, assuming she is able to do so, as a beautiful little girl. We are going to, though, go ahead and age her up, and then we will hop into cast with her and we will roll and find out if she is going to have a successful roll here. So let's go ahead and age up little Greta here, and we will then go ahead and actually let's see if we have a cake in the inventory here. For some reason, I wanted to say we did. If we have a cake here, we will have her blow out the candles on the cake. Let me see if they have one in their inventory. If they do, yes, we do. We'll have her blow out her candles, and that just keeps them from having the problems of acting like a toddler when they're like older, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna have, what is her name again? Hextilda. Go ahead and add some birthday candles to the cake here, and then we'll have her come and age up little Greta. It does look like Hextilda is eating for two. It looks like she has just found out she is eating for two. She is in her second trimester in 15 hours. So this family is going to be expecting an addition here, which is great. Let's go ahead and help blow out candles for Greta. So Hextilda is going to go ahead and help her blow out her candles and age up, and we will see little Greta go ahead and age up into a child. And once she ages up, we'll hop into cast with her, and then we'll roll the dice to see how she fares. So happy birthday, Greta, and let's go ahead and see you age up here. Where are you gonna go to do that, honey? She's like, I'm just gonna go step outside, that way I have a little bit more room. So we'll see her go ahead and age up. I'm going to go ahead and have Hextilda put some more birthday candles on that cake. That way it doesn't get ruined. And then they will not be able to eat that. And we will go ahead and pop that back into the fridge here. Hextilda, or Greta, honey, seriously, you're going to go all the way out here. Okay. So Greta is going to go ahead and age up now. Go ahead, do your little deal and spin along and age up, Greta. Age up, Greta, come on. All right. Greta has aged up. She got a 1 in all of her skills. We are just going to randomize. She is going to be untalented, a light sleeper, and this one we will pick something different. Let's give her squeamish. Actually, I don't necessarily want her to be squeamish. Let's do hot-headed. And we are going to just do, let's do the little troublemaker since she's hot-headed. All right. And so what it says about that is this sim thrives on stirring up trouble. All right. So we are going to go ahead and hop into cast with her. We'll give her her makeover and roll the dice with her and see if she is going to make it for her child years. Okay, so here we have Greta Barnett, and this is what she looks like as a child. We are going to go ahead and pull up the dice so that we can roll for her. For a child, she can't roll a 3 or a 9. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice so that we can roll for her, and we'll see how she fares. So if we give that a roll, she gets a 12, which is a successful roll. Greta is going to survive into her child years. So she will get 28 days on the timeline as a child. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game. Okay, so we have arrived back into the game here, and as you can see, Greta is here. She is aged up into a child. She is absolutely lovely. She's feeling super happy about the fact that she survived her birthday. We are just going to go ahead and let her go on in here and grab herself a bite to eat. So now we do have Greta, we have Kelvin. Hextilda is currently expecting a little one, which is great. And we have Theo, who I don't think has any idea that Hextilda is expecting. So I am just going to have Hextilda go on in and give him the great news. I think that she would want him to know that she is expecting. Obviously, she had approached him and told him that she wanted to try for a little one. And so they immediately got started on that. And now she is expecting. So she does want him to know that she's expecting. And so she's like, Theo, we're going to have a baby. And he's like, you've got to be kidding. And she's like, no. And he's like, oh my gosh, that is great news. So she has told him that she is expecting. And he now knows about that, and it says here he is ecstatic after hearing about a new family member. Theo can't wait for Hextilda to have his child, and I absolutely love that. We are thrilled about it. It does look like Theo is feeling a little bit tired, so I am going to have him just go on out here and get himself a little bit of rest, because it does look like he's feeling just a little bit tired. I'm gonna have Hextilda, once she's done eating, come out and collect the eggs, because we do have some eggs here that could be collected. We do have a little bit of a garden that has been planted. We have some sage and we have some mushrooms. We are currently in our summer season, and so they may need to go ahead and get a little bit of more plants. So I am going to go ahead and maybe send Greta out and let her go and do a little bit of foraging, and she can go and forage for some things out in the forest and see if she can find some things that we can plant in our garden. That will be really nice, and then that way I don't have to send Hextilda, because if I send Hextilda, then there is the possibility, obviously, that, you know, it might send the little one away. And we'll go ahead and just get Hextilda to come and do a little bit of washing some laundry here. She also acquired some of the, oh goodness, she's a little bit clumsy. She also acquired some gardening skill from watering these plants, which is great. So we love that she has acquired some gardening skill. She'll be able to help with some of that gardening. And so we think that is fantastic. As far as her skills go, she doesn't really have a whole lot to speak of. She has a little bit of charisma, a little bit of dancing, some etiquette, some fitness, gardening, romance, and a little bit of video gaming, because she has been on her phone a little bit, but it's only level 1 in all of those skills that I just named off. So she doesn't really have a whole lot to speak of. She has no cooking skill, so we will have to get Hextilda in there cooking some so that she can learn how to cook. So maybe when she is done with the wash, I'll just send her in and get her to do a little bit of cooking of some gruel. And I know that that is not a wonderful meal to be had by the family, but you know, gruel is better than nothing. And so we will go ahead and get her making a little bit of gruel. Then the family will have something to eat once they get up, because it is currently about 2:30 in the morning here on this Wednesday here in 1405. So it is very, very early in the morning, and because of that, you know, everybody is kind of feeling a little bit tired. It does look like Kelvin is currently feeling asleep, or he is asleep. He's asleep here in the floor, but I will have to soon get him fed because he is starting to feel a little bit hungry. Maybe I can get Theo actually to come and wake him up and give him a little bit of a feed once Theo gets out of bed. And then once everyone has kind of gotten back, like for instance, once Greta has returned from her foraging, we'll check and see if she has got anything for the garden here. And we will go ahead and we'll probably head over and see our main household. But for now, we're just going to continue on with this family and let them do what they need to do. All right, get in there and work on that gruel. You definitely have that all finished here. And you can also do the laundry and put that away so that you can put those clothes you just washed on the line. So she did get that gruel made, which is fantastic. She's putting the laundry away, and we're going to hang this laundry on the clothesline. She is feeling like the house is a little bit dirty, so, you know, I guess that is the way it goes sometimes. Maybe I'll actually just have her come in here and wake up the baby, and she can feed him since Theo is sleeping still. So why don't you go ahead and you can feed little Kelvin. So she's going to go ahead and feed Kelvin. That'll give her some parenting practice because, as we know, she could definitely use that skill considering she is going to be a mother soon. So that will be good for her as well. Kelvin is really feeling angry. He's like, how dare you hold me? Maybe it's the sim or just the situation that's bothering him, but he is now infuriated from being held and he wants to be put down. So once she's done feeding him, we will go ahead and put him down in his crib and we'll let him lay down because he is not at all happy that she's holding him. I'm not exactly sure if it's because it is Hex Tilda or if it's just because he doesn't want to be held, but he is not a happy guy right now at all. Theo is going to need to get up soon, and when he does, I'll have him come on out and check on the plants. Actually, the plants are looking pretty good. Maybe he can come out and he can check on some of our animals. Let's go ahead. Okay, actually, those all seem to be okay as well. Okay, nothing seems to be really needing to be done here on the farm, so I am going to send him out hunting, and he can get us, not you, honey, I don't want you to. No, I don't want you to go hunting. Okay, yes, I don't want you to go hunting. I want him to go hunting. You need to wake up and go hunting. Get up out of bed, Theo, and go hunting. I'm not going to send Hex Tilda hunting. That's just... It looks like our goats, which we use for milk, are both sleeping. I am going to have her go ahead. Can she wake them up? No, doesn't seem like it. We're going to name this one Mocha. She can't wake him up, though. I don't know why. And let's name this one Muffin. Mocha and Muffin, and they are just sleeping away. I don't understand why they're sleeping away like they are, but until they wake up, we can't really feed them. But she is just going to clean while we wait for Greta to come on back to the house. Greta is just about done with her foraging, and oh, it looks like Kelvin has learned how to grab. Well, we love that for Kelvin. All right, Greta wants to become friends with Hex Tilda. That's wonderful. I would love for them to become friends, actually. I think that would be great. She can talk to her about her sibling, and she can just go ahead and, you know, talk about her favorite animal, and we'll try to get them to become friends, and then maybe she can actually, Greta, go ahead and get in there and take herself a bath. And let's go ahead and take a look. We got some mint, tea leaves, tomatoes, chestnuts. The chestnuts can go in the fridge. Choco berries. Okay, we didn't get anything that we can plant. So we'll just go ahead and get her to get herself a bath. Unfortunately, there was nothing that she foraged that can go into our garden, which is really unfortunate. Maybe I can get you to get some plant seeds. We'll purchase some fruits and vegetables and even some herbs, and we'll just open up those seed packets and see if we got anything that we can plant for our summer season. All right, so for our summer season, we are allowed to plant basil, blackberry, blueberry, bluebells, cherries, chrysanthemums, lilies, and green beans. So we got basil, so we will plant some of that. We don't have basil already. No, that's sage. Okay. So basil, peppers, parsley, basil, tomato, and plantains, and carrots. And then we have some eggs that can go in the fridge, and I suppose that's it. All right, so we'll get her to come on out here and plant this basil. So now we have some sage, some mushrooms, and some basil that will be planted in the garden. Obviously, Theo is out just getting a little bit of hunting done, and hopefully he'll be able to bring us home some meat to cook with. It is getting a little bit later in the day. It's close to 6 a.m., not very late at all, but, you know, the day is slowly going by us here. All right, you can go ahead and water these plants there, Hex Tilda. Wonderful. Go ahead and water these as well. And these and these. And go ahead and we'll get you to bottle feed and we'll get you to clean Muffin. And then you can come and bottle feed and you can clean Mocha. Since they have all woken up, we'll get them cleaned and fed. And Greta, you can come and get yourself a serving of this food. And then I will also need to get Hex Tilda to come and get her a serving of food because I think she's going to be getting hungry as well. Considering she is, as we know, expecting. Yes, she is getting very hungry and she's also going to need to go to the washroom. But then we're going to have some milk in our inventory, so we will be able to... Oh no, we don't. We didn't milk them. We fed them. We'll have to check and see if we can milk them. All right, we'll milk them. We're going to milk them for milk, not for the gold pieces, because we actually need milk. So we're going to milk our goats so that we'll have some milk for our fridge. Can you do some weeding? No, she can't. But I think I can get her to come out and do some weeding. So Hextilda's going to come out and do some weeding. It looks like we have Greta in there. She is just tending to little Kelvin and trying to give him a little bit of company. And Theo is on his way home from hunting. We're going to let him come in and grab a serving of food. It looks like he brought home a squirrel and 2 rabbits and 2 pigeons. So let's go ahead and cut the meat. Cut the meat, and we'll put the pigeons in the fridge. We've got some seeds that can go in the fridge, and we've got some wrapped white meat that can go in the fridge, and we've got strawberries and grapes, spinach, no, green beans, no, green peas is what he has. All right, so that's all we have there. She did the weeding. He's getting himself a little bit of a bath. I think he already got himself something to eat there. Yeah, he did. Go ahead and when you're done with the bath, go use the washroom. And then when you're done using the washroom, I will send in Greta to go to the washroom. So she's just asking him about his soulmate. He's like, I don't have a soulmate. And she's like, very good. That's fine. I don't know that I have found my soulmate yet either. I, was just wondering if maybe you kind of knew anything about the soulmate situation. And he's like, yeah, I don't really have a soulmate, but obviously I'm with you and I love you and I'm very happy with you, but I don't necessarily know that we're soulmates. And she's like, that's fine. I understand. Alright, did she milk them? Yes, she did. So we got some milk we can put in the fridge. Did she milk them both? No, she didn't. So I'm going to get her to go ahead and milk Mocha here because she did milk Muffin, but she didn't milk Mocha. And then when she's done milking the goat, I'm going to have her go on in and take a bit of a nap. I'm also going to send in Greta for a bit of a nap. Actually, everybody could kind of stand for a little bit of a nap. They are kind of tired. They've been up since really, really early. So, she's just feeling really, really exhausted. Everyone's really feeling exhausted. And it looks like their harvest is tomorrow. So we will be able to harvest our plants, assuming that they are able to grow. So we will go ahead and get ourselves ready for the harvest for everybody. Theo, honey, when you're done taking your nap, we'll go ahead and get you up and let you check the mail and see if there's anything good in the mailbox. And if there is, that'll be fantastic. If not, then we are just going to carry on and we're going to head over and see our main household. Let's see what we got in the mail. So they got a pony toy. I'm going to give that to Greta, I think. Greta can obviously play with that. And we will just go ahead and make sure that this coop doesn't need cleaned. And it doesn't seem that it does. I mean, it really seems actually like it's pretty good. Can you upgrade this? No. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So things are looking pretty good here in this house. We absolutely love that for them. And the garden is going pretty good. I mean, it's not the greatest. It could be better. We could have more things growing, but I mean, it is what it is. He is going to just advise everybody to eat from the prairie grass. He wants his goats making sure they eat from the prairie grass, obviously. But we are going to go ahead and head over now to our main household, and I will see you when we get there. Okay, so we have arrived here in the main household, the O'Leary household, and we are here with Erlene. She is just practicing a little bit of chess and getting her mental and her logic skill up, which is fantastic. As we know, in our last episode, Annabelle had Amish O'Leary, and he had passed away. It was their... Annabelle is trying to get a job. Let's see what she can do. I just want to see if there's anything that she can do as a job here, because I obviously want her working a little bit to try to bring in a little bit of money. What is the maid option? No, that's not going to work. What about the midwife option? Yes, I think I'm going to do her as a midwife. All right, so Annabelle is going to be a midwife, but as I was saying, she had given birth to Amish, and he had passed away. They don't have any more children, like options to have any more children. The only child that they have is little Nerida. They do not have an heir in this family, and so they obviously will just have Nerida. Hopefully she will continue to age up and she will be able to marry and have a child, so that the O'Leary name, which actually the O'Leary name won't continue on because she'll marry and take her husband's name. So the O'Leary name is basically going to die off. But because she can't have any more children, she is going to go ahead and she is going to get the job of becoming a midwife. And so for that, she's going to start out as a rag cleaner. But as the job title suggests, you are in charge of providing clean rags to the midwife during childbirth. Keep those linens sanitized, refill the basins with fresh water, and stay out of the way of the experts. She's going to make 5 simoleons an hour, and she'll work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and she'll work in 20 hours. So she does need to reach level 2 of her logic skill, so we're going to get her down there playing a little bit of chess, and she needs to clean a sink. So let's go ahead and get her in here and have her... She can't clean this sink. I guess she can't clean that sink. Is there a sink that she can clean? Let's go down here and see if she can clean any of these sinks. That sink is not cleanable. Can you clean this sink? Set sink type. Kitchen. Can you clean? No. She can't clean that sink either. I don't understand. I guess we can't clean a sink. But I can get her out here and I can get her to practice some logic. So I'm going to get her out here. She's going to join this game with Erlene, and she's going to get her logic skill up for her midwife career. As you can see, Erlene is down here. She's feeling really, really focused. She is getting her logic skill up. She's currently to a level 3 of logic, and she is up to a level 6 in her mental skill. She is really just flying through her skills here, which is fantastic. We are absolutely loving that. I am really enjoying the fact that our heir is doing so well at her skills, and she is really prospering at that. And you know, I was kind of hoping that she would, because I want her to be well-rounded. I want her to be able to... Oh, she can do a mathematical diagram. I'm going to get her to come over and do that. I want her to obviously be able to do things and get all of her skills up really, really high, so that when she starts being a teenager and she marries and she starts having children of her own, she can really provide good quality things to her children and her husband and her family that she's going to be having. So that's why we're trying so hard to make her be so well-rounded. So that's why we're doing all of that. Okay, you need to just play. I want you to get your skill up. So we're just going to have Annabelle here play by herself on the logic while Erlene goes ahead and does this painting. And then when she's finished with this painting, I'm going to have her go ahead and collect the eggs and scatter some feed, because we do need to take care of our chickens. And then I will probably get her over here to deal with the scarecrow a little bit. And Annabelle is feeling tense because she's insecure, because obviously her husband is away, and she's like, Oh my gosh, I wonder what Axel's doing. I wonder where he is and who he's with, because she gets really insecure from her jealous trait. And, you know, we absolutely hate that, but that's just kind of the way it is. Nerida is feeling sad. She has woken up and she's just really, really sad because she feels like, you know, Axel has left the house and she's like, no one is here. No one cares about me. I've been left all by myself. Honey, you're not alone. Your mom is here and everything is fine. You just, you know, need to calm down. She's going to go over here and get herself some eggs because she is feeling a little bit hungry. And then maybe once she's done eating, her and her mom can go ahead and spend a little bit of time together because she is feeling a little bit neglected. Poor Nerida. I hate that for her. So we'll let mom go ahead and spend a little bit of time with little Nerida, and that way she won't be so, you know, sad from feeling left behind. So once we have her finish with her bees, she can go ahead and come in here and maybe she can just tell some stories to her and she can give her a little bit of attention. We can just, you know, give her a little bit of a snuggle and make her feel a little bit better. So she is currently at a level 1 still of her logic. How close are you to a level 2 of your logic? Are you getting close? She's like, no, I'm only halfway. Well, okay, that's going to take you forever. Arlene has, on the other hand, finished that painting. She is feeding the chickens. We're going to sell that painting, and then I'm going to have her come examine this scarecrow, and we're going to make some small talk and discuss the birds. So she's going to obviously go ahead and spend some time here with this scarecrow. I want her to spend some time here with the scarecrow here. We love it. She's like, well, I just don't know. Just don't know about this scarecrow. What is it all about? So she's getting to know that scarecrow, and it seems to be great. She seems to be having a good conversation with it. I think she's making friends with the scarecrow, and I think soon they'll be able to converse, which is wonderful. We absolutely love that. For some reason, I was thinking that the scarecrow kind of gave us seeds and things, but she hasn't gotten any seeds from the scarecrow as of yet, so we'll just have to keep trying. So we did get some eggs. We're going to go ahead and put those in the fridge, and I am going to let her finish up with this chest for now, and I'll go ahead and send Annabelle inside so she can spend a little bit of time with Nerida. Why don't you go ahead and I guess she can't do the laundry. We'll let Nerida or Annabelle do a little bit of laundry once she's done with Nerida. What can Arlene do? Arlene, honey, can you put this laundry away? No, she can't. It's still wet. Okay. Can you get the honey? She can't. Okay. Can you check on these plants? The plants are fine. All right. So really there is nothing that Arlene can do. What's she gonna do now? She's cleaning up in the house, taking some trash out, which is wonderful. I think that's great, but I am gonna have her go ahead and come out and do another painting. Annabelle, honey, get up and go deal with Nerida. So Nerida and Annabelle are gonna spend a little bit of time together while we get Arlene to come on, and we are gonna have her just do a little bit more painting. Her skills are really just flying up. How's her painting skill? She's only at a level 1. I kind of figured she would actually get her painting skill up a little bit higher, a little bit faster than that, but that isn't the case. I also want to work a little bit on her etiquette skill, so I am going to have her practice her curtsy, and I'm going to have her balance a book on her head as well. Oh, she's going to curtsy while she paints. That's really talented. And Annabelle has reached parenting level 4, which we absolutely love. How is Nerida is like, I need to go to the bathroom. why don't you potty train this little one? I know we own a potty chair. Where is it though? Maybe we don't own a potty chair. I could have sworn we did. Do we not own a potty chair? Okay, well, let me just do something about that. Let's get a potty chair. We'll put it down here. That way it's like on the first level and able to be accessed so that we can teach them how to go potty. We'll just put it, oh, maybe we shouldn't put it there. Where's the washroom down here? You know what? Let's just put it right here. We'll just stick it right in front of that crate and we'll just be like, that's good enough. We'll have her go ahead and potty train Nerita. And look at her. She's still just practicing her curtsy. She's practicing her curtsy. She stopped painting so that she could practice. It's great. I really do want you to finish that painting though, Arlene, honey. What is she doing? Incapable from using a low-level skill with weakness. Arlene does not have the natural talent for this skill. And she is feeling uncomfortable from cleaning up the trash. Well, I didn't really ask you to do that, but that's perfectly fine. I told you to do the potty training with the baby. Why are you not doing that? Potty train Nerita. Honestly. Look at her balance the book on her head. Oh my goodness. That's so cute. She's already up to level 2 of her etiquette, which I think is fantastic. She is of level 2 creativity, a level 6 mental, a level 2 of motor, a level 6 of social, a level 2 of etiquette, a level 3 of logic. I mean, she is actually doing really, really well. And it does look like we also had a chick hatch just now in our coop. She's like, come on, Nerita, you can learn how to do this. Okay, you've got to become a big girl, and big girls use the potty. So let's do the potty chair, and everything is going to be really good. And then I'm going to let her go to the bathroom and get something to eat. And I'm going to do the same for Arlene. Once Arlene is done painting, she needs to go to the washroom, and she needs to get herself something to eat. Everyone in the house is starting to kind of need to deal with some of their needs. So I am going to let them do that. It does look like Axel is just about done with his shift here, which is fantastic. We definitely need him to do that. Oh, he has a moodlet here that says marital bliss. Back to where it all began. Who knew marriage would still feel this great? Oh, that's so sweet. So Arlene is just going to go ahead and go to the washroom here, and then she's going to grab herself a little bit of a bite to eat, and then I'm going to have her sell that painting. It is about 6 p.m. and we are just getting towards the evening here. Once Annabelle gets her supper eaten, she's going to come out and she's going to work a little bit more on her logic. We definitely need her to work on some logic skill because she is going to be heading into work and she needs that for her career as well. So we'll go ahead and we will get that taken care of. You're going to need to clean out some spoiled food. A trash can is required for that. What do you think that is? We own a trash can. Why are you saying that it doesn't work? I don't really understand. That's excellent. That's excellent. What has spoiled? I'm not sure what has spoiled. Strange. I don't know. I don't really know what has spoiled. Oh, that has spoiled. Throw that away. All right. I have cleaned that up for them because, you know, they desperately needed that cleaned up. And we have some honey that we'll put in the fridge. It looks like Axel has decided to go ahead and take the trash out, which is fantastic. She is just playing her chess. All right, Axel, you need to go to the washroom and get yourself off to bed. I am going to go ahead and get both of the children to go on to bed. Sweetheart, you need to go to sleep. Go on to bed. And then when Annabelle is done playing chess, we'll go ahead and get her into bed as well. Let's see. She has reached level 2 of logic, so let's go ahead and actually get her on into bed because it looks like she has done everything she needs to do for her job aside from washing a sink, but I don't have that option, so you know, there's that. So everyone's going to go ahead and get themselves off to bed here. Looks like Axel's just going to go and hang up put the clothes away. And then we'll hang up the other clothes. Just do a little bit of a switcheroo with the laundry here. And then he's going to head himself off to bed as well. And everyone's going to go get a little bit of shut-eye. And I will see you in the morning when everyone wakes. Okay, so it is the next morning. I am just going to go ahead and get Annabelle to come on in the kitchen here. She is going to make a meal for the family. We're just going to go ahead and do maybe a pie and a tart if she can. It doesn't look like it. Maybe we can do a pantry food. What can she do? She can do boiled eggs. I don't need more boiled eggs. Maybe we can do one of the meals. No. Okay, let's do a broth. All right, she can do seed porridge and gruel. So let's do a seed porridge. We can do a family size of that. We will go ahead and get her to make a little bit of a seed porridge, and that way we'll have food here cooking up for the family. So she's going to go ahead and get that breakfast going. Axel and the children will be rising soon, I'm sure, and they will probably want to come on in and have themselves a little bit of breakfast. It is the second portion of part A. We are on Thursday. It is about 3 o'clock in the morning, and once they are done getting up, we will go ahead and we will have them get something to eat. I'm going to get Annabelle to do a little bit of the wash, and then we are going to make sure our chores are done. And we are going to have to head over to our Pruitt residence because we do have a birthday for Ulrich and Rolf today. They are aging up into children. So we will be seeing them aging up, which is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see that. We'll be seeing what they are going to look like. So she is going to go ahead and call everyone to a meal, and then she'll get some laundry going in the wash tub. So I'm just going to go ahead and get everyone up, and we'll get them to grab a serving of this porridge. And oh no, it looks like Arlene has herself a little bit of a loose tooth, and so she's feeling a little bit uncomfortable, and it's only a matter of time until she loses this tooth. So, you know, that should be fun for everyone involved. So I am just going to send Annabelle. She's going to go and do this wash. She does have work today in 4 hours time. She didn't clean this sink, but I'm gonna say she did because I can't necessarily clean a sink. Our sinks are medieval sinks, and it won't let me clean them. So I just marked that off that she's done that, and so we'll just carry on. But she is going to go now and wash the laundry here in the wash basin, and we'll get that taken care of. And then when she is done with doing the wash, we will get her to come on out and check the honey. Yep, there is honey here, and we'll have her bond with the bees. And I am going to get Axel to come out and just check on the plants. They seem to be good, so we'll just have him come and chat with the scarecrow a little bit, and he is going to talk about the harvest with the scarecrow. And we're going to have Arlene come out, and she will clean and collect the eggs, and she can tell the chickens, come eat this food that's on the ground. So everyone's going to tend to the chores a little bit, and we'll make sure that things are good here, which will be fantastic. We definitely, need to make sure that everything is tended to for our house to run like a well-oiled ship, because we definitely need that taking place. So we did get ourselves some eggs here from the coop. It looks like we got 2 more unhatchable eggs, so we can put those in our fridge. At some point we may need to look into some way to make milk. So I don't know where we are going to put some goats, but we need to figure out how to get some goats. Definitely need some goats on this land, because they are going to need milk. So I think we definitely need to do that. So maybe I can get them, let us do prairie grass like here, and let's do a feeder here. All right. And then we'll get her to come and refill the feeder. Don't eat dirt, it's unhealthy. So she's going to come and refill the feeder, and we're going to get her to buy a goat. So we can do a black goat, a brown goat. Oh, let's do this one. I think this one's super cute. So we'll get that. We're just going to get 1 goat. I think 1 goat is sufficient for this little family here. And we're going to go ahead and place the goat in the world. I'm gonna have Axel go ahead. Look at her hug the goat. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I'm gonna have Axel go ahead and come and feed the goat. Axel, can you? Axel's like, can you not? Let's name the goat Pumpkin. Oh yes, that is so cute. All right. Call over Pumpkin, and let's go ahead and we will bottle feed Pumpkin, and we will clean Pumpkin, and then we're gonna milk Pumpkin. So it looks like Annabelle and Narita are just over there playing a little bit. We absolutely love that. We got us a little bit more honey. I'm just gonna sell this honey. We have a lot in our fridge, so we'll just sell that. And Axel is getting us some much needed milk for the fridge. And Arlene, honey, what are you up to? She's like, I don't know, but we're going to come out here and get you to chat with the Scarecrow. Axel has the milk in his inventory, so we're going to pop the milk in the fridge, which is wonderful. And let's go ahead and pop everything else here in the fridge as well. All right, so it is currently the harvest. How are our plants? They're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and harvest everything. I'm going to get Axel to come out and do his harvest. So we have now 32 blueberries. It doesn't look like our sage was harvestable, or our sage. Our sage was not harvestable, but we have a lot of blueberries now. So we'll put our blueberries in the fridge. We've done our harvest. So this says we're in the summer. The calendar says we're in the fall. So it's really confusing. Oh no, it is the summer. Summer for 3 more days. And then fall. Okay, I just got confused. What is he doing though? He's like throwing the clean clothes on the ground, which is not okay. Annabelle has headed off to work. Axel, honey, how are you doing? He's got work in 51 minutes. Oh, our children are going to end up being headed off to daycare. She has started doing some gardening. I'm going to also have her sell this painting. And we are going to go ahead now and we are going to head over to the Pruitt residence, and we are going to check in on the Pruitts and age up Ulrich and Rolf. So I'll see you when we get there. Okay, here in the Pruitt residence, we are going to be aging up Ulrich and Rolf. I am just going to have Thomas come on inside and put some candles on the birthday cake. He is going to make sure that that is taken care of here so we can age up our boys. And then once we age up the twins, we are going to hop into cast with them, give them their makeovers, and then we'll give a roll and see if they have a successful birthday, which is going to be fantastic. So we are going to go ahead and blow out our candles first for Ulrich. So Dad's going to go ahead and grab up Ulrich, and we're going to bring him in here and let him blow out his candles. And we will age up and celebrate with Ulrich first. How is little David? David is doing great. He is just dancing away. We absolutely love that for him. And I don't think he has any toys at all. No, he doesn't. But why don't you come on down here, David, and you can play with something. That will be fantastic for you. Dad, though, is just going to go ahead and he is going... David's like, I can't do that. I can't play with anything. Okay, well, so we have aged up little Ulrich. He is about to go ahead and age up here. So let's go ahead and see Ulrich aging up into a child. Ulrich has aged up. He has a 1 in all of his skills. We are going to randomize. He is going to... Okay, let's randomize again. He is going to be an angler, a light eater, and a noble title. Okay, the noble title has a go because he is a peasant. So we will make him cheerful. And he is going to be... Let's do mental for him, or maybe let's do motor for him. Let's do rambunctious skep. And then we are going to put candles back on the cake again. And we are going to have Dad go ahead and age up little Rolf. So let's help blow out candles for Rolf. How's Ulrich? Ulrich is doing good. All right. go grab Rolf, Dad, and let's go ahead and age him up. Rolf's over here playing in the toilet. Like, seriously, Rolf? Let's not and say we did. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to blow out our candles for Rolf. Happy birthday, Rolf. All right, our twins are officially aging up to children, and we'll find out if they're going to survive that. But yeah, we are going to follow little Rolf here, and we're going to see him age up. Oh, and it looks like Ulrich and Thomas are going to be supportive and have a supportive family dynamic. That's wonderful. Okay, Rolf, let's age up, son. He's like, I gotta figure out where I'm headed. I'm getting there. You're just walking in circles. Age yourself up already. There we go. Alright, and Rolf has aged up. He also has a 1 in all of his skills. He is going to be a child of the ocean. Oh, and he is going to be popular. And for this skill, I'm not sure what it is going to be. Ooh, it doesn't say, so we'll make him creative. Oh, it's that one that's messed up. Let's just randomize again. Nope. Naturally funny, cheerful, and shady. And we'll make him a social butterfly. All right, let's go ahead and hop into cast with our twins and do their makeovers, and then we will roll for them to see if they are going to survive their birthdays. Okay, so here we have Ulrich Pruitt. This is what he looks like. He is super cute. And we are going to go ahead and roll the dice for him. He, as we know, aging up to a child, cannot roll a 3 or a 9. So let's go ahead and roll the dice for Ulrich and see how he fares. He rolls a 13, which is a successful roll. And he is going to be able to survive on the timeline as a child for 28 more days. And then we have his brother Rolf. This is what he looks like. And we are going to go ahead and roll for Rolf and see how he can fare. He can't roll a 3 or a 9. He rolls a 9, and Rolf is not going to make it. So we are unfortunately going to have to go ahead and take Rolf away from the family. Rolf does not survive his child birthday and is going to pass away. So we will go ahead and take Rolf away from the family here once we get back into the game. He has passed away. We are going to go ahead and take a look at the spreadsheet and see what it is that, or not the spreadsheet, but the wheel, and find out what it is that he has passed away from. It obviously was his birthday roll, but what was it that killed him? And so if we give that a spin, we are going to see that Rolf has passed away from broken bones. Sounds painful. All right, so we are going to jump back into the game and we will take Rolf away from the family. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take Rolf away from the family now. He is passing away from, well, freezing. But from his broken bones, he is not going to be able to survive his child age up, and we will be taking him away. It is now only going to be Thomas and Ulrich and little David here that are going to be remaining in this family, which is super, super sad. And, you know, I really hate it for this family. The Pruitts have really been through the ringer. Thomas has been and gone through so much suffering and so much loss, and it is just truly tragic for this Pruitt family. And I absolutely hate it for him. I really, really do. But we are going to go ahead and let the Grimm take Rolf now, and then we will just probably keep Rolf's tombstone in, like, on the property here somewhere. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take him to the cemetery. Or maybe I will take him to the cemetery with his mother. Maybe I will. let's go ahead and take him to the cemetery with his mother. That will probably be good. So let's go ahead and engrave his epitaph. He was born in the year 1400, and he has died in 1405. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to put this in our inventory. And we're going to have Dad go ahead and travel to the cemetery. Are you kidding? You're taking our chickens too now? Grim, you're feeling a little bit greedy, okay? I mean, really. Honestly. Are you taking that one too? Well, Grim's just taking all of our animals. Oh my gosh. Look at this. He's just taken all of them. He took our son and 3 of our chickens. Look, Thomas is like, really? In one fell swoop, I have lost like so much from the Grim visiting. Like, this is... I can't even make him travel because the Grim won't go away. Okay, Grim, seriously. That's enough. Thank you. All right, we are going to have him travel to the cemetery and take his son to his final resting place. Let's do that now. Okay, so we have arrived here at the cemetery. I am just going to go ahead and place Ralph here, and I am going to display this as a gravestone. I'm going to make it look like this one, and I'm going to have him go ahead and come on over here. And can he mourn? No. Why can't he mourn? Because I haven't had a funeral? Like, honestly. Can I move this one? Hold on. I want to move Pearl. All right. So Pearl is there. Rolf is there. It's so sad. It really is. And just for the record, Rolf is here mourning himself. And I think that is like really, really weird. I made him as a ghost, but like for whatever reason, he's still in the game. It's super weird. Super, super weird. I don't even know. Why is he hugging his child? He's like, hey, son, how are you? Seriously strange. Like, you need to just... I don't understand. You're dead. Kill. Now he's dead again. Do I need to not make him a free-roaming ghost? I don't understand. I'm just gonna see what happens if I kill this one too. This Rolf Pruitt as well. I don't understand what's happened and why he's like recreated himself. It's really strange. Alright, so we're going to... Alright, let's go ahead and we... Look at Thomas is like, I have no idea what just happened, but that was the strangest shit I've ever seen. Same Thomas. We're going to go ahead and send Thomas on home. He is really, really sad. Look at him. He's just like, life sucks. And you know what? For Thomas, life right now kind of really does suck. It really, really does. All right, Thomas, but you do need to go on home. Get yourself onto the house. And we are going to head back over to our main household to wrap up this episode. And I will see you when we get back to the main household. Okay, we have arrived back here in the main household, and we are just going to finish this off. It looks like Arlene is still a little bit uncomfortable due to her loose tooth. She is just working on a little bit of logic. We're going to let her continue with that. I'm going to send Axel on off to work here. Looks like he's running a little bit late for his shift, which means that obviously it is going to send little Narita off to daycare. But, you know, that is just what it is. Arlene, though, can continue to stay at home here and work on her logic. Once she works on a little bit of logic, maybe I can actually get her working on a little bit of painting as well. And we'll have her deal with some painting skill. And I think, oh yes, we definitely need to clean the coop and collect the eggs as well, because it doesn't look like that got taken care of. So we'll have her just tend to some of the chores. Let's have her actually go ahead and start working on some of those chores. And maybe she can actually chat with the goat as well and build up her relationship with some of the animals here, so that we can build on some relationships with some of these animals. So we'll have her deal with some of these things here. It is currently about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the game here, and we are on the last portion of part A. We have had a lot go on in this episode. We have had some birthdays, some good, some bad, some, age ups, some unfortunately we have lost Rolf Pruitt. In our next episode, we will be seeing Kelvin Barnett aging up into a toddler, and we should be seeing Hextilda go into labor and having her baby. So we will be seeing that in part B. So that is all exciting, and I am thrilled to be seeing the Barnett family add some more, members to their family, to their family, and that family growing. So I am, thrilled about that. We definitely want our community growing. So that is all very, very important. And I am loving that Arlene is making such huge strides in her skills, and that she is learning so much and doing so well. As we know, she is going to be aging up. When is Arlene aging up? She'll be aging up in 1410. So she still has quite a little bit of time as a child to continue to hone on these skills and make herself better. She definitely needs to go ahead and start meeting people. So I maybe will get her out and about. And since she does, live here with the O'Learys, maybe she can start meeting some of the community members in the world, and we can start letting her meet some of the other children so that she can start making friends, and she can start having some prospects of people that she knows, that she can start building on some relationships with, so that when it's time for her to become a teenager, she'll know some people, and at that point she'll have some prospects in mind of people that she might want to potentially date as a teenager and potentially marry. So in part B, we may start seeing her reach out and branch out and start meeting some families. So that will be really nice. But for now, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.
Frickin' A, rang.